Live from Yankee Stadium in the Bronx, the show has an AL East matchup. It's the Baltimore Orioles taking on the New York Yankees. First pitch coming your way next. All right, just about set to go. Today's starting pitcher, Max Fried. And Singy, he likes pitching at home.
Well, truly for him, they're here.
And
as a teammate, you expect him when pitching at home this year to go out and dominate just as he has. The fans expect it. And I think everyone around here knows that he's a good pitcher. Even though we don't see the same splits on the road, we're going to start to see that translate as well.
Jackson Holliday, the leadoff batter as he swings through it for strike one.
First pitch, 105.
Bunt attempt, but that goes foul. Knocks that one away, and we'll do it again. Spoils a two-strike pitch, and he'll see another. Now an 0-2 from Fried. Popped up. Volpe hauls it in, and there's one away. All right, let's take a look at the Orioles lineup now. They're dealing with a top-level arm on the mound, so this figures to be a tough matchup for them. What's the key to the offense today, Singy?
Well, Boog, I think when you got a guy that's this talented on the mound, you got to find ways to disrupt his rhythm, make him uncomfortable a little bit. The guys that can handle the bat and perhaps, bunt for a base hit, get him moving off the mound. If you're in the box and he seems to be just in a flow, step out, mess up his timing, somehow try to get in his head a little bit. And then when he does come in the zone, you may only get one pitch. You better not miss it.
Jordan Westberg, batting with one down, takes a strike. This one chopped up the middle. LeMahieu is there, and he'll just eat it. That's an infield single. And Singy, as a team, you need to make the most of the very few opportunities he's going to give you, right?
Absolutely. And if you don't get to guys like this a lot of times early, once they really settle in, it's going to be the later innings that they hand that ball over to a reliever if they do at all.
Ramon Laureano in the box here lets that one go for a ball. Westberg stands at first with one out.
He's a master at hitting fastballs. You need to be careful with location if you're going to throw him.
Runner on the go. Pitch misses in. Throw. Save. That was close, but StatCast shows us why he so often seems to be on the safe side of these steal attempts, Chris.
Yeah, you see that plus speed, and he needed every last bit of it to swipe that bag. Such a threat on the bases.
One out and a runner at second. Swing and a ball popped up. LeMahieu. They got it for out number 2.
Batting fourth, the third baseman.
So digging in, Ramon Urias.
He's been such a good hitter with runners in scoring position. Some guys just take it to another level. For him right now at the plate, it's like everyone else is in slow motion and he's in full speed.
Fried out of the stretch, fires. Can't glove it cleanly. Still manages a throw. The throw won't get there in time, and the defense comes away with nothing. So 2 outs with runners on the corners. Colton Cowser now at the plate. Swing and a ball lifted in the air right field. He just missed it. And that's the 3rd out. Orioles strand a couple. And now the Bombers will get their shot. No score. You're dialed into the show. Back now in the Bronx. And towing the slab in this one, Scott Blewett.
What for me is that left-handed hitters have really struggled batting below 200 against him, and it just tells me they have a hard time tracking the baseball. Maybe it's the release point, maybe it's the motion, but just some way, somehow, they've got to figure out a way to pick it up and try to have some success from the left side.
On the ground right side. Oh, can't pick it up cleanly, but the throw to first gets him easily, and that's the 1st out. As we take a look now at the New York Yankees lineup. And it's clear the most important job they have today is getting to the starting pitcher early and often.
No doubt about that. That's the best way to disrupt a game. But can they do it? Certainly something for us to pay attention to in this one, partner.
So the batter now will be Trent Grisham. Blewett, the tall righty, 28 years old, and they traded for him earlier this year. 1 down, base is empty. Ripped right field, that's back there, that one way back, and it's gone. He shoots one out to right. It's 1-0. He absolutely feasts on right-handed pitching and devours that one for a homer.
And you can see that's what he expects of himself at bat after at bat. He's that confident. Looks like this guy was looking out over the plate, but he was ready to turn on the inside fastball. So direct to the pitch, absolutely blasted out of this ballpark.
So 1 out, nobody on. Aaron Judge at the plate. And a fastball misses outside for a ball. Ball 1. And Judge takes a strike.
Part of the order coming through now, and with 1 home run already in this inning, they're definitely looking to do some more damage.
So a foul ball makes it 1-2. And there's a ball.
2-2.
And it's filled up.
Okay.
1 out, base is empty. The 3-2 is outside, and it's ball 4.
Pretty good spot on the outside, but just couldn't quite clip the zone. That's a stone-cold take.
Jazz Chisholm Jr. now.
I'm liking what I've seen from him at the dish lately. Batting over 300 so far this month.
Misses just off the outside edge. I think that was a strike. Man at first, 1 away. And that's way high. Ball 2.
Oh, he's really working him away this at bat. Sometimes take a little bit off velocity. Try to get a rollover, something on the ground. Stay away from that big hole on the right side of the infield.
At the belt and fires. Foul ball there. That one fouled off.
Look out. That ball was smoked. Man, I am so relieved that they have this netting down the lines. Just ensures safety for the fans. Last thing as a player, you want to look up and see a fan get hit.
And it remains 2-2. Judge, the base runner at first with one out. In the air, left field, Carlson. Drops into the glove, 2 away now.
Batting fifth, the designated hitter, Giancarlo
Stanton to the plate now. And that one is inside. The 1-0. He swings and fouls one off. The 1-1. And a swing and a miss. There's that slider.
Clearly, he was sitting on a fastball right there and just ended up out in front of the slider. Hey, you can't fault him for his commitment. Now he's just going to have to battle with 2 strikes.
Throw in holds the lead runner at second. 2 on
Batting
now
six,
with 2
the left
away.
fielder,
Jason Dominguez getting ready to hit. He's someone that really beats up on right-handed pitching. The lefties, however, give him a little bit more trouble. And that's a strike.
At this point, the clean inning is over. Got to settle in, focus on the hitter, and get out of it with minimal damage.
Two outs. Swing and a ground ball up the middle. They take the force out. They limit the damage here. Yankees draw first blood on a solo shot. It's now a 1-0 ball game. Here at new Yankee Stadium in the Bronx, Gary Sanchez at the plate. This is a guy who is very highly regarded defensively. Fun to watch him control stuff behind the plate. Good game caller, good at framing, but it's that big arm that really stands out. And downstairs.
Yeah, and because he's got the big arm, he pays attention to the running game and is sure to manage it.
There's the strike up high, and now it's even 1-1.
When you have a catcher that can throw like that, a pitcher doesn't have to worry as much about the slide step. He can keep his mechanics intact and have a better opportunity of getting that hitter out with a swing and miss.
In today's game, you look at exit velocity as a measure of process, and if guys are hitting the ball hard, eventually the results usually follow. Gary Sanchez, he is a guy that hits the ball hard. Fights it off. He'll see another. And that's outside. And the count is 2-2.
2 balls, 2 strikes.
Cuts and misses. It's a strikeout. Kobe Mayo, the next to hit for the Orioles. This one popped up. Foul ground, first base side. Has room, and he makes the catch.
Well, that was a pitch you got to crush. Unbelievable that he missed it right there. And I'm telling you, he is going to be frustrated with himself until his next at bat.
This is Dylan Carlson. And the first pitch misses for ball 1. And a foul ball. Two out, space is empty. Grounder off the pitcher. Still able to get it there in time. He keeps his composure and they get the out. Orioles held in check there. Still behind by a count of 1-0. We head to the bottom of the second. And stepping in for the Yankees, Anthony Volpe. Blew it back to work. The shortstop takes the ball.
1 ball, no strike.
Fouled off left side. And that is out of play.
I wouldn't throw him another breaking ball. Try to go again with the fastball, slightly elevated. He just is having a hard time catching up.
And it's even up. Fouled off, and they'll do it again. Hacks and misses. It's a strikeout.
He's really good hitting the baseball the other way. So credit the pitcher for having him out in front of that pitch. Clearly he had him fooled.
Austin Wells stepping in now for the Yankees. That one back up the middle and it gets through. So a man aboard now with one away.
Batting ninth, the second baseman, DJ.
And now it's DJ LeMahieu digging in. There's the strike up high. And it's 0-1. Swing and a foul out of play. Wells leads off first with one away. Keeps the at-bat going with a foul ball. And it's fouled off. They'll do it again. The 0-2. Swings and misses. Struck him out.
Now batting the first baseman.
So the batting order turns over. Here is Goldschmidt. Grounded out his first time up. And the slider just misses. That one finds the corner. That's strike one.
1 ball, 1 strike.
Squirts away a little bit. No advance. Good job behind the dish. Swing and a ground ball, and that one gets through into center field. Oh, this is off the second base bag.
Now batting center fielder Trent Grisham.
Now it's Trent Grisham to the plate. He's already homered in this game. And that's in there at the knees for a strike. Two on, 2 outs. And that's fouled off. The 0-2. That one missed.
1 and 2.
2 balls, 2 strikes to count with 2 outs.
Really good take, especially with 2 strikes.
Just missed.
He's really tightening up his hitting zone with 2 strikes here. I love it.
Aaron Judge on deck for the Yankees. Still in the second, already at 44 pitches, so some concern there. And they're all loaded up.
That's a tough one to swallow right there if you're on the mound. You're ahead in the count 0-2, and you just couldn't find a way to put him away. It's going to be frustrating if that one comes back to bite him.
And now big number 99, Aaron Judge. He reached out about, I'm not sure whether clutch actually exists, but you look at the numbers, and this guy always seems to deliver in those spots.
Well, I think it's the ability to assess the situation, understanding what the pitcher has, what he's trying to get people out on, and then being able to use the entire field.
Climb the ladder with that. That one is absolutely belted. Base hit, 1 run is in. The second run scores, and they're up by 3.
Well, there you go. The RBI machine. Another clutch run scoring at bat.
Yeah, he's been so good in these situations. Call it clutch if you want, but his resume speaks for itself. And next will be the cleanup hitter, Jazz Chisholm Jr. Fly to left his first time.
1-0.
In the dirt, blocked. And that one hammered. That's back there. And it's off the wall. The run comes in from second, and they lead by 4.
Well done. Drives in the run. Put a very nice swing on that pitch right there. Got one to drive and just kept it fair down that right field line and into the corner. And it's almost impossible to track those down as an outfielder.
Now the Orioles manager is out of the dugout, and he'll make a move to the pen. Scott Blewett won't go any further, and the opener strategy clearly didn't work out this time. New arm coming on. We'll be back after a short break.
Now pitching for the
So they
Orioles,
bring on the veteran, Tomoyuki
number
Sagano.
19.
And this is a really tough spot to come into as he tries to keep this one close. You almost have to forget about the runners in scoring position. They're not going anywhere. Focus on the hitter, getting that 1 out your team needs from you.
Here's Stanton now. 1 for 1 with a single so far. Just missed.
Big moment in this game. 2 outs, 2 runners in scoring position, and could really break this thing wide open early.
The 1-0. And he can't come up with it. Still finds a way to get off the throw and save. Couldn't recover from the misplay.
Well, you're already down in the game, and not just by a couple, and then that error allows a run to score, and this is where things can really start to fall apart. As a team, they need to pick themselves up, find a way to play better baseball the rest of the way.
So 2 outs with runners on the corners. Digging in is the switch hitting outfielder, Jason Dominguez.
Whoa.
And that misses.
1
Ball
ball,
1.
no strike.
And another ball.
Could be some action here on this next pitch. Couple runners on. Probably a challenge pitch coming.
2 on, 2 outs. They tried to get him to chase on a slider down and away.
Backdoor breaking ball just missed right there, and boy, umpire didn't give him the call. I bet you if he throws it again, hitter knows he's going to have to swing it.
3-0 down. And there's the strike. Two outs, and that'll load the bases.
Maybe a little loss of focus on the mound right there. Pretty much gifted him first base with a quick free pass.
And next for New York, Anthony Volpe. He struck out swinging at his first at bat. That's off the inside corner, and that's ball one. Fought off foul. Next offering in there for a strike. It's a ball and 2 strikes. And a swing and a miss. Beat him with a fastball. So they do get 4 runs across, but they end up leaving the bases loaded. We played 2 full. It's the Yankees 5 and the Orioles nothing. Back at Yankee Stadium, all set for the start of the inning. And now, Luis Vasquez looking for his first big league hit right here. Max Fried will go to work. We talk so much about how starting pitchers prepare for their starts. I talked with Max Fried, and one of the things he told me back in 19, he and Lucas Giolito started using MLB The Show to go over scouting reports. And a breaking ball drops in for a strike. Up and in, 1-2 the count.
2 strikes.
Swing and a ball lifted in the air. Shallow right field. No trouble here. Puts it away for the out. And there's 1 down.
Now batting, designated hitter
Jackson Holliday, the next to hit.
Taken high in the draft, he's had that top prospect label over him since he put on a professional uniform. But at some point, that starts to go away, and you've got to produce at the big league level.
Fastball for a strike.
Looked pretty good as far as being in the strike zone, but I'm sure as a hitter, not too good with where it was located. Very top of the strike zone, middle away.
One down, base is empty. Goes down swinging for the strikeout. Pulled the string on the changeup.
Really love the pitch sequence right there. I'm telling you what, pitcher and catcher are on the same page right now.
And next for the Orioles, Jordan Westburg. Reached on an infield single his first time. Outside low, 1-0.
1 ball, no strike.
In the air, left side, Dominguez. And makes the play, and that's out number 3. Back in the Bronx, bottom of the inning. Here's the Yankees catcher now, Austin Wells. Swing at a ground ball, and it goes just foul. Next offering is in for a strike. Ball 1 there.
1-2.
Got him swinging.
Good late cut for the strikeout there. That thing
Now
really got in on him. And the cutter isn't really a huge swing and miss pitch most of the time because it's not really meant to move a whole lot. You're just trying to miss the big part of the barrel and maybe get some weak contact. But that one right there did a whole lot more than that. That was a really good pitch.
LeMahieu stands in here. Tried to hold back his swing there, but went around. Hit in the air left field. Carlson in pursuit. Hauls it in for the out.
Now batting, the first baseman, Paul Goldschmidt.
Back to the top of the lineup. And now the first baseman, Paul Goldschmidt. First pitch misses.
1-0.
That one missing inside. And a foul ball. Hammered down the line. Could be extra bases. Around first, heading for two. The throw into second. Not in time. It's a double.
Man, he just absolutely turned on that one. Ripped it down the line. Nice job of standing the mechanics.
Now here's Trent Grisham. He's already homered here in this one. That's in there. 0-1. And a swing and a miss. And that's that. The Yanks leave one as they are unable to add to their 5-0 lead. Back for more from the Bronx. Laureano comes up to hit.
Ramon
Laureano goes 5 feet 11 inches, 205 pounds, and he was born in the Dominican Republic. And it's fouled away.
You know, these Orioles just lacking discipline at the plate in this ballgame. So many of their outs have come from weak contact on pitches they're chasing outside of the strike zone. You can't do much of anything with those locations, and that's been true again today.
0-2.
Just misses the mark outside the zone.
And as a pitcher, when the hitters are swinging at everything, you feel no need to challenge inside the zone. You just keep working the corners and expanding that strike zone and beyond, and they just keep eating right out of your hand.
Cut on and lifted in the air. Dominguez under it. Corrals it. And there's one down.
Now batting, third baseman, Ramon Urias.
So now it's the 4-hole hitter, Ramon Urias. Check swing, and he went. It's 0-1.
1 strike.
That's down and in.
1-1.
The 1-1 is fouled off. Swings and misses at the breaking ball in the dirt. Up with it, fires to first, but no chance to recover.
Now
He'll reach after the strikeout.
Well, you don't see it very often, but every once in a while a guy strikes out and still somehow ends up safe on first. And when it happens, you kind of scratch your head, but I guess sometimes a pitch is so nasty it makes everyone miss. Now they're going to have to get more than 3 outs in this inning.
Man at first with 1 gone, and now the center fielder, Colton Cowser. And there's a foul ball.
Boog, the runner at first needs to be careful right here. He's dealing with a pickoff artist on the mound.
Now
1 ball,
1-1.
1 strike.
Urias at first, 1 gone. And they'll do it again. The next pitch misses. 2 balls, 2 strikes. And that's downstairs and outside.
3-2.
And ball 4, 2 aboard.
He's making things difficult for himself right now out there on the mound,
Up
but
next
you know
for
his
the
confidence
Orioles,
should still
the
be
catcher,
high enough to
Gary
get out of this, but he's going to have to buckle down right here.
Here's Gary Sanchez now. 0 for 1. He struck out swinging last time. And first offering is fouled off.
Here's an opportunity. If you're going to get back in this game, you have to take advantage of this situation. This feels like their chance.
That one misses, and it's a ball and a strike. On the ground, could be 2. The flip to second, on to first, double play, and that's the inning. No runs, no base hits, no errors, and 1 left on base. And midway in the 4th, it's the Yankees 5 and the Orioles nothing. Bottom 4, and stepping in for the Yankees, Aaron Judge. This guy makes great contact, one of the best in the game at putting bat on ball.
He's got such quick hands, and he's gaining pitch recognition. That keeps him square to the plate, and there's a good chance that his bat stays in the zone a long time, and that produces solid contact consistently.
Judge working on a massive campaign right now, putting up some big home run numbers.
Well, we've seen him flex some impressive power this season, and there's still a lot of time to go. If he can keep up this pace he's on, we could be in for something really special.
Swings through that one. It's a strikeout.
No, that pitch wasn't even close to being a strike, and that just goes to show you how
baseman,
defensive hitters can become when they're up against an 0-2 count. You're just hoping for a mistake somewhere near the zone that you can get the bat to, but right there he was clearly anxious. He was swinging when the ball left the hand.
And first offering is fouled off. And ball 1.
1 ball.
Base is
1
empty,
strike.
1 away. We're here in the bottom of the 4th. So a foul ball makes it 1-2. One down, base is empty. Battling here as he fouls it away. Foul ball, still a 1-2 count. Next offering misses down and away. On the ground to first, Mayo. And he takes it himself for the out.
Now batting, the designated hitter, Giancarlo Stanton.
2 outs, base is empty. Giancarlo Stanton stepping in now for the Yankees. 1 for 2. There's the strike. Grounds 1 to short. Vasquez. 3 up, 3 down, inning over. Yanks held in check, but they hold a 5-0 lead. And welcome back to the ballpark. And here's the first baseman, Kobe Mayo. Free, back to work. Outside, and that's ball 1.
You know, these Orioles, as this game goes on, have to be more disciplined at the plate. They've been chasing pitches outside the zone all game, and it's led to some frustrating moments. They've been fooled quite a bit today.
And that one fouled off. The 1-2 stays alive. Fouls it back with 2 strikes. Another 1-2. That's foul off to the right side. Keeps the AB going. And a foul ball. He stays alive. The 1-2. On the ground to the left. And that's just foul. Fights that one away. Still 1-2. This one in the air. Hauls it in, and there's one away.
The batter, the left fielder, Dylan Carlson.
Now the left fielder, Dylan Carlson. 0 for 1. He grounded out in his first at bat. California kid, played for his dad at Elk Grove High School. His teammates there with Nick Madrigal. And a first pitch fastball is in for a strike.
If he doesn't get a knock right here, that pitch he just took is going to eat at him for a while. You might not see another pitch like that from a top-level guy like this.
Foul ball there. The Yanks leading by 5, and we're at the top of the 5th. And that's in the dirt.
2 strikes.
Dives, but it kicks off his glove. He beats the throw. He's in safely, and now there's a runner at first.
Couldn't have timed it up any better than that. That's one of those you classify as just too hot to handle. Hit it on the screws, and it couldn't be fielded cleanly, but you can't really blame the defense in that case.
So a man at first, and the batter will be the shortstop, Luis Vasquez. That one finds the zone. Strike one. This one in the air. LeMahieu puts it away for the out. And there's two away.
Now batting, designated hitter Jackson Holliday.
So the lineup flips over. So next to hit for Baltimore, Jackson Holliday. 0 for 2 in this one. He swings and misses at the first pitch. 0-1.
Well, he threw that fastball right by him. Gives him a little bit of confidence. But in the back of your mind, you got to think, is he trying to set me up for later in this at bat?
Foul ball, still 0-2.
That wasn't an easy pitch to hit. It's much easier to do damage against mistakes, but that's not what that pitch was.
See ya! Strikes him out for the second time today. He continues to roll on the mound as 5 shutout innings are in the books. It's the Yankees 5 and the Orioles nothing. Back in New York, John Shelby with my buddy Chris Singleton, and set to get us started. Bottom 5, Jason Dominguez. Just missed. Activity in the bullpen for Baltimore. Andrew Kittredge, the hard-throwing righty, is up and loosening. Right through there for a strike. That misses. 2-1. Outside with a breaking ball.
3-1.
Foul ball. Swing and a ball drilled in the air towards right center field. Cowser squeezes it. 1 away.
The batter, number 11, shortstop Anthony Volpe.
Next to hit, Anthony Volpe, who's 0 for 2 with a pair of strikeouts. That's a strike, and it's 0-1. On the ground right side, and foul ball. One down, base is empty. Gets a piece and stays alive. Fastball is outside. Outside corner, got him looking.
Third time he struck out in this one, and definitely an individual performance you want to flush. He just hasn't looked very comfortable up there. Just one of those days. But when you're still winning the ball game, at least you can focus on doing your part to maintain that lead and getting that W.
And now here is Austin Wells. First pitch doesn't find the zone. Two down, nobody on. Last half of inning number 5. And another ball. That misses the zone. Ball 3. And there's the automatic. And that is out of play.
Well, you put good velocity in the head of the hitter. He's got to get it ready early and then change speeds. Keep him off balance. That's the goal.
That's to third. Orioles sends it to first. That's the inning. All right, we go to the top half of inning number 6. And into the box for Baltimore, Jordan Westburg. Just off the outside edge. Ball 1.
1-0.
Top of the zone for a called strike.
1-1.
And that's downstairs. And it's 2-1. And there's a ball.
Here's an opportunity to do some damage and perhaps unlock this offense. 3-1 count. Be ready to turn on a fastball.
And now the count filled up 3-2.
I think he was sitting off speed there.
Swings and hits one in the air out towards right field. Judge makes the grab, 1 away.
The right fielder, number 12, Ramon Laureano.
Here's Ramon Laureano. That's in there. Strike 1.
No ball. 1 strike.
That one ripped. That's down. 1 hops off the wall. He's in at second with a 1-out double.
All over that one right there.
A
lot of hitters tell themselves line drive over the infielder's head. That's what I'm trying to do. Just keep that approach simple. And right there, it was perfectly executed. On time with everything and pulled it into the gap nicely. Could be a chance here for them to start clawing back into this ball game.
1 out. Runner at second. Ramon Orioles will hit next. Oh, nice stop on a slide. And very nicely done for the out.
We saw a few skills on display there for the out. Technique was great. Reaction time was there. And the slide was smooth. Watching that play come together was really fun.
Colton Cowser, the next to hit for the Orioles. Off the inside edge. Ball 1.
Up and in just on the edge. And that's one of those, if you swing at it, hit a broken bat as you jog back to the dugout.
Inside. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Backed off the plate that time. Foul. We'll see another payoff pitch. Good battle here. About to be the 8th pitch of the at-bat. Lined into right. Judge snags it, and that is that. So another good inning for him on the mound. 6 shutout innings now. It's the Yankees 5 and the Orioles nothing. Bottom of the 6th, DJ LeMahieu to start it off. Oh, he doesn't get the call. And that is ball 1. Movement in the Orioles bullpen. Andrew Kittredge, the veteran right-hander, appears to be loosening up. The pitch to LeMahieu. That one down the line, and it goes just foul. Leadoff man retired in the 6th.
Now batting, the first baseman, Paul Goldschmidt.
Back to the top of the Yankee order. Paul Goldschmidt now. And that's down and away. He swings and fouls one off. One down, base is empty. It's in and out of his glove. Still able to fire over, and they get the out. Good recovery. Wasn't easy following the misplay.
Center fielder, number 12, Trent Grisham.
2 down, base is empty. Trent Grisham stepping in now for the Yankees.
3-pitch strikeout last time up. Got to put up more of a fight in this one.
And immediately pumps in a strike to the left-handed hitter. Check swing, went around, and it's 0-2. Hit hard on the ground to short. Whips it to first. That takes care of Grisham, and that will end the inning. Top of inning number 7. Now the Orioles catcher, Gary Sanchez. That's a little bit low. Action in the pen down there. Fernando Cruz, a right-hander with big strikeout stuff, is getting it fired up. Hamilton, a hard-throwing right-hander, up as well. Check swing, no appeal. That's off the mark. 3-0. Outside corner, there's a strike.
In this situation, you expect the batters to be a little more patient, possibly take until they get a strike. With that, you don't want to miss your opportunity to get ahead early in the count. He didn't right there.
Next offering is fouled back. That one misses. So a leadoff walk.
What a battle. It's not always easy laying off a 3-2 pitch, and
Now
I tell
batting,
you what, he
the
earned
first
that
baseman,
walk.
Kobe
Man at first,
Mayo.
and now the first baseman, Kobe Mayo.
If you're going to get something going, this is the time to do it. You get the leadoff man on. Everybody's got to look over the shoulder and say, I'm just going to keep the line moving. Don't try to do too much.
That's in there. That's strike one. The lefty closing in on 100 pitches. Swing and a ball lifted left field. Dominguez should have this one. Makes the catch for the out.
Now batting, left fielder Dylan Carlson.
Here's the left fielder, Dylan Carlson. He's been a great free agent sign. Tap foul at the plate. Check swing. Did he go? Yes, he did.
Oh, it's him.
Sanchez over at first with one away. Foul ball. It stays 0-2. And a good eye there.
Tough to take a 2-strike changeup that just missed. I think it froze him.
On the ground, 2 ball. Feeds to second, out there. Double play. They can't seem to break through. Inning over. Still in total command on the mound with 7 shutout innings. It's the Yankees 5 and the Orioles nothing.
Now pitching for Baltimore.
We're back in a new pitcher here to start the
Number
bottom of the
39.
7th. Andrew Kittredge.
I think it's got to be a little
Kittredge.
tough coming in out of the pen when your guys are trailing so big on the scoreboard. Just doesn't have the same intensity to it, but he's got to find a way
Leading
because
off
these
for the
batters count the
Yankees,
same for
the
his
right
stats,
fielder,
obviously,
Aaron
regardless of the score.
Judge.
Judge stands in now and watches strike one. Swing and a miss, and that's strike 2.
This guy's got such a good sinker. As a hitter, you've got to look up in the zone. If you look down, you're going to be chasing stuff in the dirt.
Next
1 ball,
offering
2
is
strikes.
down low. Inside,
Nope, that's off the plate.
just missed.
Okay.
Worm burner into the outfield for a knock. And the leadoff man aboard. Here's the third baseman, Jazz Chisholm Jr. And a breaking ball misses outside. Kittredge, 34-year-old vet. He joined the team as a free agent. There's the strike, 95 of that one.
Ball 2.
Nobody out, runner at first. Yeah, that's fouled off. Fouls that off to the left, and we'll do it again. Still 2-2 after the foul ball. And he couldn't hold back. He's rung up on strikes.
Well, big power guy right there, and generating
Now
so much bat speed. It's hard
hitter,
to bring that to a home once you've committed. And try to check the swing, just couldn't do it.
One ball. No
Squirts
strike.
away a little bit. Slapped foul. Not close with that one, and it's 2-1. Right through there for a strike. Strike three, and that's 2 in a row.
Well, interesting. He's looking very comfortable out of the stretch after
Now
giving up the
batting,
leadoff
left
single.
fielder,
Back-to-back
Jason.
strikeouts. So they haven't been able to move that
Jason.
runner up, get him into scoring position, and try to have a better chance of scoring. I tell you, good job so far on the mound. He just needs one more out.
Dominguez in the box with 2 gone, and takes a look at a called strike. To the right side, Westberg. In plenty of time to first. Inning over. So they can't do anything with the leadoff single there. We look ahead to inning number 8. It's the Yankees 5 and the Orioles nothing.
Pitching.
Welcome back, and a new arm on the mound to start the 8th. Fernando
63.
Cruz.
And you know, bullpen guys can struggle sometimes when they're called upon with big leads because it just doesn't have the same intensity as a tight game. So we'll see how sharp he is. Your mental
Leading
toughness
off for the
matters in
Orioles,
situations
the
like this as well.
Luis Vasquez digs in now.
And there's one thing on his mind this at bat, getting that first hit at the big league level.
Delivers a pitch in for a strike at 95. And
One
that
ball,
skips
one
in the
strike.
dirt. Next pitch is outside.
Three and 2.
That one misses. So a leadoff walk.
Now batting, the designated
Back to
hitter,
the top of the order
Jackson
now. Now here
Holiday.
is Jackson Holiday. 0 for 3 in this one. Breaking ball in there for a strike.
Well, that's really the money spot, down and away. If you can locate that consistently, it's going to be real tough for hitters to square that up. That's what you love to see relievers do coming out of that bullpen.
That's off the mark, and it's 1-1.
1-1.
Movement in the Yankees pen. Ryan Yarbrough. That
Two
one
balls,
well
one
upstairs. 2-1.
Well, the leadoff man gets on. You want to minimize the threat by playing sound defense. Hopefully the pitcher can get a ball on the ground and they can roll him up for 2.
And now 2-2.
2 and 2.
That one missed. Vasquez gets his lead at first with nobody out. Oh, great stop. There's one. Back to first, and that is a double play.
The 3-6-1 double play, in my opinion, one of the toughest plays to make. You've got a pitcher covering first, and the middle infielder throwing to a moving target. Everything has to be perfect, and right there, they made it look pretty easy.
Now the number 2 hitter, Jordan Westburg, 1 for 3. Close, but called a ball, and it's 1-0. And another ball. Swing and a miss as he was out front that time. Pitch misses there. 3-1. 2 down, nobody on. And we're in the top of the 8th. Swing and a pop-up. Foul territory for the catcher. And that's a foul ball. Two down, nobody on. And that's ball 4. Tried another splitter, but missed the spot.
One of the things about that 2-out walk, the base runner over at first base is going to have a very aggressive secondary lead. So ball down the line or into the gap will produce a 2-out RBI, and those are the best. That is, if you are the offensive side of it.
On the ground, and it stays fair. Coming home. The throw's offline. He's saved. It's 5-1.
Comes through with the RBI. Got the top of the ball a little bit, but not much. That was hit pretty hard through the infield, so I think he'll be happy with that swing. Definitely generated some good bat speed.
Ramon Urias, the next to hit for the Orioles. Swing and a high fly ball pulled foul, and that's out of play. And a big swing and a miss. That misses the zone, and the count 1-2. Runner at second, 2 down, and Laureano in scoring position. And a swing and a miss. Down on strikes, inning over, and it could have been worse. The O's add 1 on an RBI double. It's now 5-1. Major League Baseball is on the show.
Now pitching for
Back
Baltimore.
now, new pitcher on the mound as we
Number
roll into the
78.
bottom of the 8th. Yennier Cano. He last pitched 2 days ago. So digging in,
Leading
Anthony
up for the
Volpe.
Yankees,
3 strikeouts
the
already. He's
shortstop,
0 for 3.
Anthony Volpe.
And ball 1.
1 ball, no strike.
That's in there, and the count 1-1. In the air, right field. Laureano trying to get there, and it's caught for the out.
Up next for the Yankees, the catcher, Austin. Well.
And up next for New York, Austin Wells. Hard grounder into the outfield for a knock. So they get a man aboard with a one-out single.
Up next for the Yankees.
Up to the plate steps DJ LeMahieu. 0 for 3. A fly out, a ground out, and a strikeout. And that one clips the corner. Wells leads off first with one away. And that one hit 97 on the gun.
When you throw a fastball by a guy like that, I imagine it's got to feel incredible. Look for him to throw it again at some point.
That one just misses. And the count 1-2. That to right. Laureano puts it away. 2 away.
Now batting, first baseman Paul Goldschmidt.
Paul Goldschmidt will climb in. Check swing called strike. That's strike 1. Swing and a ball popped in the air, and that'll fall for a base hit. And now first and second with 2 outs.
Oh, this has been a really nice game at the plate for him. He looks locked in. I don't know how he's able to shoot that pitch the other way and still put something on it. That pitch was inside, and he let it get really deep. So pretty incredible hands to fight it off and still get good wood on it.
Grisham in the box now. No balls and a strike. First and second, 2 down. Here, the bottom half of the 8th inning. Ripped, but it curls foul. Two on, 2 outs. And he hits a ground ball right side. Tosses to first, and that is that. Yanks strand a pair. They're up 5-1.
Now pitching for the
We're
Yankees.
back. It's the top of the 9th, and there's a new pitcher on the mound. Ian Hamilton. He's pitching on 2 days rest.
Hamilton.
Here's the center fielder, Colton Cowser.
The center fielder, Colton Cowser.
And that one is downstairs, and that's ball 1. Hard hit left side. Over to first.
Yep,
one up, 1 down.
The catcher, number 99, Gary Sanchez.
He's 2 outs away. And Gary Sanchez at the plate. That one outside. 1-0.
The guy at the plate could recognize slider out of the hand. Didn't stay in the tunnel very long in terms of depth and perception. He knew right away it was an off-speed pitch.
And he swings and lifts one to deep center field. This looks like extra bases. Now he'll turn for second. And he'll pull in there with a stand-up double.
Everything came together perfectly for him right there. That pretty much split
Kobe
the zone down the middle,
Mayo.
and those are the ones where you got to make them pay.
And here's the first baseman, Kobe Mayo. That one's in there. 0-1. And downstairs. Out towards right center field. Judge getting an angle on it. Snags it for the second out.
Now batting, left fielder Dylan Carlson.
So they're down to their final out. Dylan Carlson, the next to hit for the Orioles. Clips the corner. That's strike one.
Backdoored him with the breaking ball. Just got the corner. There's nothing you can really do with that.
This ball's chopped on the ground. I'll be saying so long. Just about to get started, and towing the slab here, Hayden Birdsong.
Well, he's putting together a really nice season on the mound. ERA in the low threes. Very respectable when you consider guys are looking to do damage. They're not trying to just walk and hit singles. They're trying to hit homers and draw walks and score runs. So when you have a guy that can limit the other team from scoring more than a few runs, that's really tough to beat game in and game out.
Shortened the bunt and missed it. It's 0-1. Line drive. Time now to check out the lineup for the Boston Red Sox. One thing these players do very well is stay out of the double play. They've hit into the fewest of any team in the league, Chris.
Oh, but we don't see situational hitting as that art as much as we used to, because hitters are slugging the ball, they're hitting it over the fence. But when you see a team that has the ability to shorten up, hit behind runners, and go first to third or first to home, man, that just adds to the element of what you're able to do in other ways with the bat. So opposing pitcher better not walk anybody or give them free base runners, because these hitters know what to do when runners are on.
And now the count is even. One of my favorite stats all time, 1997, the Hall of Famer Craig Biggio played in all 162 games for the Astros on AstroTurf, and he never hit into a double play. And base hit. Just kind of sliced that one into center.
Batting third, the designated hitter, Roman Anthony.
So stepping in for Boston, Roman Anthony. Check swing, and he went. Strike one.
No balls, one strike.
Narvaez, the runner at first with one gone in the inning.
That missed, that's a ball.
Really close pitch down around the knees there, and you could see him asking where it missed. Probably doesn't agree, but it appears he's ready to move on to the next pitch.
And strike two.
See if you can go upstairs a little bit. Make sure you miss up and out of the zone since you're heading to count 1-2. Don't miss in the zone because that's where you can get hurt.
Misses inside. 2-2.
Really good take, especially with two strikes.
Next pitch misses way outside. Man at first, one away. That one ripped right center field. Yastrzemski flying after this one. And it one-hops the wall. And they'll score first. It's 1-0.
Showed a lot of fight with two strikes in that AB. Just a beautiful triple from start to finish. Got a pitch he could drive, turned on it, and hammered it out front into the gap. Right out of the box. I love how he was hustling, and I think he knew he was going for three as soon as it touched down.
One down, runner at third. And next for the Red Sox, Abraham Toro. In for a strike, and it's 0-1.
0-1.
High in the air, out to right. Yastrzemski sizes this one up. He's there. He's got it. Runner tags for home. He's in on the sacrifice fly. And they take a 2-run lead.
In that situation, you're looking to get something up in the zone that you can put in the air. Worst case scenario, a sacrifice fly to drive in that runner from third.
Wilyer Abreu up next for the Red Sox. Fastball for a strike. 0-1. Abreu measures 5 feet 10 inches, hitting 5th in today's lineup. And he was born in Venezuela. High fly ball, pretty well struck out towards right center. That ball's carrying. Out of here. He flexes his power with that swing. His 14th of the year, and they add to the lead. It's 3-0. He absolutely crushed that one.
No doubt about that one, Boog. We knew it wasn't coming back.
Singy, this was a mammoth home run, over 460 feet, according to StatCast.
You know, Boog, there are only maybe 20 or so guys in the game that can hit a baseball that far, and it's absolutely crazy it's even that many. Such an impressive swing of the bat right there.
And with 2 down, the Red Sox, the early lead. Trevor Story now at the plate. There's a strike. And that drops in for a strike.
Well, he didn't like those first 2 pitches. Now in an 0-2 hole. He's going to have to battle. Hope he gets a mistake.
In the dirt, and it's 1-2. Got him swinging for the strikeout. Some high cheese for strike 3. 3 runs for him here, and they move ahead. Bottom half of inning number 1 coming up. It's the Red Sox 3 and the Giants coming up. Back here with my pal Singy. And pitching in this game, Hunter Dobbins. And Singy, we were talking earlier about how he's doing a great job navigating through tough spots.
Well, no doubt about it. He's going to have to put together some consistently good performances in order to bring that ERA down. Now, he's got good stuff. He's just got to be able to have confidence, trust it, and really go after hitters, not nibble. Trust that his stuff can have late life and miss barrels of bats.
Swing and a drive, deep right field. Way back there. Pulls it in on the warning track. Now we take a peek at the Giants lineup. A guy who's been huge for them over the last month plus, Elliot Ramos.
Well, Boog, there aren't many guys who have a flair for the big moment like he does. I mean, batting over 400 with runners in scoring position. Are you kidding me? I know it's not guaranteed or an automatic, but I hope we get to see him in a close late game situation with runners in scoring position and just see, is he truly a machine or not?
Elliot Ramos, batting with one down, takes a strike. And a foul ball. That misses.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
Gonna count 1 and 2. Red Sox already leading. On the ground, right side. Hamilton tosses to first, and now 2 gone.
Batting third, designated hitter, Rafael Devers.
2 outs, base is empty. Rafael Devers, the next Giant to hit.
It's been a tough stretch for him at the plate. Barely hitting over the Mendoza line this month.
That one hammered, but pulled foul. The pitch. Swing and a high fly ball left field. Hauls it in to end the inning. And we're back. Second inning set to go. Here's the rookie third baseman, Marcelo Meyer. Birdsong back to work. And that misses. Ball 1. Singy wasn't very sharp in the first. Got hit around a little bit. Just wasn't able to locate particularly well. A lot of stuff at the fat part of the plate.
Yeah, Boog, he wasn't fooling anyone. It's a tough place to be because it's not always obvious what adjustments need to be made. Sometimes it's location. Sometimes it's being too predictable.
1-1.
Sometimes you're tipping your pitches. He's going to need to figure it out quickly, though.
Our plate umpire, Freddie Ferguson. And that is cut on and missed. And it's 1 and 2. Yeah, I mean, he's a guy that has a reputation for being Fergalicious.
Yes, and, you know, whatever.
2-2.
Fergalicious.
Swing and a miss. Struck him out. Now 1 away.
He had him out in front, which isn't easy to do against a hitter like this, known for using the entire field. Just couldn't sit back long enough on that one.
Cedar Rafaela up next for the Red Sox. That's to third. Sends it to Flores. 2 up, 2 down in the top of the second.
Batting ninth, second baseman David Hamilton.
And stepping in for Boston, David Hamilton. Singing he's never finished the season with more stolen bases in his entire career. Just missed.
Ball.
2 outs, base is empty. And a curve misses outside. That one finds the zone. Now 2 balls and a strike. Swing and a miss. And he's down on strikes. And it's a 3-up, 3-down inning. Down in order go the Red Sox. But they're on top by a count of 3-0. Bottom of the second. Here's the cleanup hitter for the Giants, Wilmer Flores.
Wilmer Flores.
Right through there for a strike.
A 3-0 lead is great, but you can't get too comfortable. Got to stay aggressive, keep attacking hitters, try to cruise through this ball game.
Lifted in the air down the left side, and that'll fall for a base hit. And a good start to the inning.
That's a ball that a lot of times you'll see the shortstop or left fielder be able to get to if it hangs up in the air long enough. But right there, it just died and found a way to drop in on the green stuff with base hit.
Digging in, Jung-Hoo Lee. Lifted in the air out to left. Duran makes the grab, and there's one down.
Batting 6th, the shortstop, Willie Adames.
Willie Adames stands in. Good defender. He's been inconsistent offensively. There's a swing and a drive. Rafaela, long run on his horse. Not there in time. It falls in the gap. Lead runner holds at third, so 2 runners in scoring position and just 1 out.
Oh, that started and ended pretty quickly. No messing around right there. Pitch was in and off the plate. So hard to do anything with a pitch in that location, but somehow he got the barrel to it and hit it well. Pretty amazing.
Casey Schmidt getting ready to hit. And a foul ball.
Two really good back-to-back sliders. Now in an 0-2 count. He's feeling real confident about finishing this hitter off. He can go anywhere he wants.
Ripped on the ground to second. Handles, throws to first. There for the out. Runner scores from third. Patrick Bailey, the next Giant to hit.
And this is a big opportunity for him to pick up his teammate right here.
There's a strike. Swing and a ball lifted in the air, shallow left field. Duran makes the catch, and that is the 3rd out of the inning. They get a run on 2 hits, no errors, and a man left. We head on down to the top of the 3rd. It's the Red Sox 3 and the Giants 1. On to the 3rd inning. Now batting Jarren Duran. We're talking about guys with good speed, and definitely he has it. But pushing the offense aside for just a second, Chris, it's the defensive side that I think the speed factors in the most.
0 balls, 1 strike.
Well, he gets to balls that get by most people at that position. Just really impressive because there's certain times the ball comes off the bat, automatically that team that hit it thinks that they've got a base hit, or they may have extra bases, and he just takes it away.
Swing and a high fly ball right field. Yastrzemski sizing this one up. Puts it away for the out.
Now batting, catcher Carlos Narvaez.
So stepping in for Boston, Carlos Narvaez. 1 for 1 with a single and a run scored so far. First pitch, and he just misses.
That's a good pitch there.
1-0.
Really had some run and finished a little up and in just on the edge. And that's one of those, if you swing at it, you had a broken bat as you jog back to the dugout.
That one is absolutely belted. And it's a one-hopper off the wall. Should be extra bases. Into second, and he's got a double.
The first move felt like a bit of a guess.
Now
you have
batting,
to be right in those spots or
hitter,
things can get away from you awfully quickly.
Here now the Red Sox DH, Roman Anthony. It was a triple and an RBI at his first at bat. Swing and a miss, strike one.
0-1.
Right through there for a strike.
0-2.
Swing and a miss, and he chases that one in the dirt. And it beats him for out number 2. That's a strikeout. And the runner holds.
Well, take a look at the 3-pitch sequence here. Pretty simple in terms of putting them away at the plate. Once you're ahead 0-2 as a pitcher, you can really expand the zone and see how aggressive that hitter is going to be trying to protect and battle. And right there, clearly he was in swing mode, but all you can do is hope to foul that off.
And next will be the cleanup hitter, Abraham Toro. Drove in a run with a sac fly his first time up. Strike 2.
Well, I know they've gotten out to an early lead, but you don't want to take these opportunities for granted. With 2 outs, still lock in with a quality at bat, drive in that run. You may not have another runner in scoring position the rest of this ball game.
Pitch misses. Now 1-2. Swing, and this one's bounced on the ground. On to first. Out number 3. And the Red Sox leave 1 as the lead remains 3-1. Back here in San Francisco, set for the bottom of the 3rd, and digging in for San Francisco, Christian Koss. Pitch misses. Ball 1. Swing and a fly ball in the air out towards right center field. Reaches but can't haul it in.
You know what they say, he couldn't have thrown it out there any better than that, and certainly the case that time. Just flared it back behind the second baseman and dropped it in there. And now let's see if they force some action with good wheels on the bases.
Here comes Mike Yastrzemski to the plate. Flied to right his first time. Ball 1 there.
1-0.
Koss aboard here at first with nobody out. That one clips the outside corner, and the count 1-1. Rips one to right, and foul ball. Runner at first with no outs here.
Well, he might have to look for a different put-away pitch right here, too. He's already seen the curveball a couple of times in this at-bat, so might have it timed up and ready for it.
On the ground to second, might be 2. On the run, throw to first. And he beats it. Everyone's safe.
Well, from the time you're a little leaguer, you're taught to hustle out of the box and give it a full sprint through the base regardless of how you hit it. And he didn't make great contact, but the effort was there, and he earns the base hit.
Here's Elliot Ramos. Grounded out his first time. That one's in there, 0-1.
Hitter's got some good opposite field power. What I like about something being hit to the right side into the outfield is that the base runner at second has a very good read and can determine whether or not he can score on that base hit.
High fly ball, right field. Abreu has a beat on it. Makes the grab, 1 down.
Now batting, the designated hitter, Rafael Devers.
Here's Rafael Devers.
He's been really clutch with runners in scoring position this season, so they'll have to be extra careful in this matchup.
And that's in the dirt.
No strikes.
Well, all eyes on the double play ball in this spot. No better way to get out of this inning.
Fouled off. He was late. That one ran inside, almost got him.
Could be some action here on this next pitch. Couple runners on. Probably a challenge pitch coming.
Two on, 1 out. And fouled off. And Devers hits that one. Brings it in. 2 down.
Not fooled at all right there. He was clearly all over it, but sometimes you hit it too hard and right at someone. You're looking for one of those bloop hits to get a knock sometimes.
And now it's Wilmer Flores. Singled and scored his first time. Out to short. Fires across the diamond, and the inning is over. 2 left on. 3 innings complete. It's the Red Sox 3 and the Giants 1. Back here at Oracle Park, John Sciambi with Chris Singleton, and set to lead off the 4th, Wilyer Abreu. And the first pitch misses for ball 1.
You know, these Red Sox showing great discipline at the plate, and patience definitely seems to be the name of their game in this one. It's not just the 3 runs they've already scored. On top of that, they forced this starter to throw more pitches than he wanted to at this point of the game.
Liner, and that should be extra bases. Around first and hustling for second. In safely. It's a double and his second hit.
Everything came together for him. When you connect and it jumps off your bat like that, you're thinking double at the very least. Put a great swing on it, and man, he wasn't fooled at all.
Runner in scoring position, no outs. Here's Story now. And that one just misses. A ball and no strikes.
And that pitch count is impactful because if they can keep making him work hard out there, it may force the bullpen to get involved a little sooner rather than later.
That's a ball.
That one misses. And that's ball 3.
3-0.
Just missing off the plate there, according to the umpire. And out there on the mound, maybe trying to get an explanation. Can't say he's convinced, but it looks like he's accepted it.
Man at second. Fastball for a strike. Out to short. Adames throws to first. There to beat him by an eyelash.
Well, Boo, we talked about how the ball is coming out of a pitcher's hand. The way it comes out of his hand as an infielder. Wow, really impressive.
Marcelo Meyer up next for the Red Sox. And a curve misses outside, and it's 1-0. Red Sox leading it by 2. Swing and a high fly ball to left. Ramos in position, and there's 2 away. And here is Ceddanne Rafaela. Grounded out his first time up. And that one fouled off. The 0-1. Swing and a liner foul off to the right. Red Sox by 2. Next pitch is downstairs.
Too close for me, partner, to take that 0-2 fastball, but for whatever reasons he let it go by. He's still in the at bat. I don't think he'll let the next one go.
Oh, he doesn't get the call, and the count's even at 2.
He's really tightening up his hitting zone with 2 strikes here. I love it.
Spoils that one, and it remains 2-2. And that skips in the dirt. 8th pitch of the at bat coming up. Foul ball, and it remains a full count.
5 foul balls in this at bat so far, and these two are going head to head. You can see the crowd. They're starting to get into it a little bit more and more each pitch, even though there hasn't been a ball in play yet.
And that one is lifted in the air. Yastrzemski pulls it in on the run. 1 left for the Red Sox, and the score stays 3-1. Ready to go, bottom 4. And now Jung-Hoo Lee.
Jung-Hoo Lee.
Lee goes 6'1", 190 pounds, and he's a native of South Korea. And that's pushed foul off to the left and out of play.
I wouldn't throw him another breaking ball. Try to go again with the fastball, slightly elevated. He just is having a hard time catching up.
Next offering is in for a strike. And that's a little high.
This guy's a fun guy to watch taking it bat. He just battles up there. He doesn't take a pitch off at all. Makes it so difficult on the pitchers out there. You can tell they get frustrated with how long it takes to put him away.
In the air out towards right center. Abreu. 1 down.
Now batting, the shortstop, Willie
Adames, the next Giant to hit. Doubled his first time. That's off the inside corner, and that's ball one. And a strike. Ground ball to the right side, and it's through for a hit. So a man aboard now with one away.
Couple of hits in a row for him here. Just a simple ground ball the other way that had eyes on it, man. Sometimes that's all you need to do. Just let the ball travel, put the ball in play, and just hope it finds a hole.
Down to third baseman, Casey Schmidt. Pitches in there. Strike one.
It's 0-1.
Swings through that one for strike two.
Sometimes being lucky is a swing and miss. If he makes contact with that pitch, probably hits into a double play.
And 1-2. That one out to right. Abreu on the move. Makes the grab, and there's two gone.
Up next for the Giants, catcher Patrick Bailey.
And here's the catcher, Patrick Bailey. Fly to left his first time. On the corner at the knees for a strike. And that's in there for a strike, and quickly nothing at two.
And at bat like this is almost over as it begins. In this situation, you have no idea what the next pitch is going to be. You just got to hope that you can make contact.
Fights it off. You'll see another. Spoils a two-strike pitch, and he'll see another. Two outs. Keeps the at-bat going with a foul ball.
That wasn't an easy pitch to hit. It's much easier to do damage against mistakes, but that's not what that pitch was.
Gets a piece, and it stays 0-2. And that one is inside ball one. Swing and a miss, struck him out. No runs, one hit, no errors, and a man left. We played 4. It's the Red Sox 3 and the Giants 1.
Now pitching for
We're
the
back,
Giants.
and there's a new arm on the mound to start
Number
the fifth.
65.
Landon Roop.
Still pretty early in the ball game, so this bullpen has some work ahead of him. Best case scenario might be if he can come in here and get several quick outs, kind of bridge the gap that starter left for him.
Leading off for Boston.
And stepping in for
Second
Boston,
baseman,
David Hamilton. Struck out swinging his first time. And that's in for a strike. It's 0-1. And that's outside. That missed by a lot. And it's 2-2. And that's ruled a swing. It's a strikeout.
Up next,
so the Red Sox lineup turns over. And stepping in is the speedy Jarren Duran. 0 for 2 in this one. And a curve is down and in. Action in the San Francisco bullpen. Spencer Bivens getting ready to go. Rogers also throwing. Check swing, and he went. 1 ball, 1 strike.
1-1.
1 out, bases empty. Check swing, called strike. That one to first. And he handles it himself for the out.
Good sinker low in the zone right there and produced exactly what he was looking for. Ball on the ground. Nice ground out.
Carlos Narvaez will hit next. Swings through that one for strike 1.
No ball,
2 down,
1
nobody
strike.
on. And we're at the top of the 5th. And there's a ball.
That's the ball. That's down.
And that gets the top of the zone for a strike. That's inside.
He's great hitting the ball the other way, and that pitch did a good job to straighten him up a bit. Mission accomplished.
Foul ball, another 2-2 upcoming. Fouled off, and they'll do it again. Comes up empty as he chases that one in the dirt. In time. So the drop third strike doesn't hurt him, and that's that. And welcome back to the ballpark. We head to the bottom of the 5th. And digging in for San Francisco, Christian Koss. Dobbins back to work. And that's through there for a strike. And it's 0-1.
Well, these Giants doing a good job of putting the ball into play, and that makes things more challenging on the defensive side. One thing that really stands out to me is how they've only struck out 1 time. That's good discipline right there. And on top of it, they're producing more than a hit per inning.
And it's fouled off. They'll do it again. And down on strikes he goes. 1 away.
Boog, I wouldn't know personally unless you're going to consider my little league exploits, but it's got to feel good to break off a curveball like that. You completely lock a hitter up, especially on the front door. Listen, I've been on the receiving side of that. It's not a good feeling, but that's really good pitching right there.
Mike Yastrzemski up here. 1 for 2. Ripped to short. Throw over to Toro. 2 up, 2 down.
Well, he's doing a nice job of keeping the ball out of the air. Lets the defense work behind him with another ground ball. Good execution.
Elliot Ramos digs in now.
He's been going after these guys consistently, and as a result, he's been able to keep his pitch count low. Throwing the ball very well right now.
First offering in the dirt.
1-0.
The Giants down by a pair. Last half of inning number 5. Right side. to first, and it's a 1-2-3 inning. No runs, no hits, no errors. 5 innings complete. It's the Red Sox 3 and the Giants 1. All set for the top of the 6th. Now here's the Red Sox DH, Roman Anthony. That's in there, and that's strike 1. And misses inside. Swing and a miss.
1-2 is the count.
And he grounds one to the right side. Koss slings to first. One up, one down.
Now batting, the first baseman, Abraham Toro.
And now the first baseman, Abraham Toro. In there at the knees, 0-1.
Man, this guy's got a great feel for his breaking ball today.
Base is empty, 1 away, and we're in the top half of the 6th. And now 1-2.
Recognize that changeup right out of the hand. Just spit on it.
That one just misses.
2-2.
Swing and a miss. That one in the dirt. Catcher has it. Fires to first. In time for the second out. Good job to clean it up after the drop third strike.
Well, I don't think there's a hitter alive that hasn't at some point succumbed to that pitch right there. It just looks like it's in the zone the entire way, and then the top spin and gravity take over in the blink of an eye, and it's just such a tough pitch to lay off of.
So up next, Wilyer Abreu. He had a big swing for these guys way back in the first inning.
Yeah, Boog, he didn't waste any time in this one. The solo shot really got his team going, and he's looking for more right here.
And that misses. 1-0. And it's fouled away. Comes up empty. That's strike 2.
He's been great in this one. Eye-hand coordination just failed him a little bit right there.
Fouls it off. Still 1-2. Two down, nobody on. That's outside. The count now 2-2. Sharp grounder. That's through for a base hit. And his hot hitting continues.
They kept him in the yard that time, but all he's doing now is passing the baton, and everything seems to get started around this guy.
So 2 down. Trevor Story up next for the Red Sox. You talk about elite defensive players, especially in the middle of the diamond, and this guy is at the top of the list. Throw to first, but it's wide of the bag and gets away. And first offering is fouled off. And you played behind guys, and they loved having your speed out there defensively. One of the things that we talk about is how much pitchers enjoy having those elite defenders behind them. Strike on the inside corner.
Boogan, the one thing about that is speed never goes in a slump, and defense shouldn't either. Hitting-wise, you can struggle, you can lose your mechanics, but the thing that...
This one swung on and hit well. Way back there. And it's into the bleachers.
Oh, he really gave a terrific effort to try and bring that one back.
And next for the Red Sox, Marcelo Meyer. And that's in the dirt. And the 1-0. That's a little bit low.
When the skipper calls down to the bullpen, he's expecting the guy to come in and get outs. So far, not getting what he was hoping for.
Now this is in the air down the line. Ramos on the move towards foul ground. Makes the catch. And that'll do it. But two come across to score in the inning courtesy of this two-run homer. It's now a 5-1 ball game. You're watching Major League Baseball on the show. And we're back at the plate. Rafael Devers.
Designated hitter, Rafael Devers.
Hammered down the right side, but foul. Hard hit, right side. Tosses to first, and that's one out as they get the leadoff hitter in the sixth.
Fastball grew right down the middle. Usually a lot of damage done with that pitch. A hard grounder, but he wanted to get that ball in the air, maybe drive it into the gap.
And here's the first baseman, Wilmer Flores.
Oh, I think the key, I mean, if he can get through one more inning, anything after that, a hitter or two is bonus, but they should be lined up good enough to get to the finish line.
There's a strike. On the ground to short, sneaks through, base hit. So they get a man aboard with a one-out single. And now the center fielder, Jung-Hoo Lee. And first offering is fouled off.
Now these guys definitely looking for a big swing of the bat right here. Try to close that gap. But, you know, at the very least, if you could find a way to manufacture that run from first, it feels like it's really important to getting back into this ball game.
That one pushed foul. That missed by a lot. And the count is 1-2. And that skips in the dirt.
Great job of laying off those pitches down in the zone to even the count up at 2-2. Such a better feeling for the hitter.
2-2 now. Swings through that, and it's a strikeout. And he's registered 3 Ks in this one.
Bogey just ran out of patience there. He took a couple of pitches to even that count up at 2 balls and 2 strikes, but that time chased outside the zone.
And up next for the Giants, Willie Adames. There you see his May and June numbers so far. And a fastball in there for a strike at 91. Flores, the runner at first with 2 gone. Next offering upstairs.
Definitely a frustrating day for the offense, but when they look at it, this guy's had his best stuff. Been painting the corners, working on the edges and changing speeds. Just a difficult one. You tip your cap.
Swing and a miss. 1-2.
1-2.
And they'll do it again.